This evening I'm going to be discussing what decision making in terms of business what that means to me. To me, that is a step process of what managers or upper management would determine to be a best course of action for a business. If they're going after new revenue of business, different things like that, what what thought process would go along with that. Like coming up with what problems may affect the opportunity or might what speed bumps might pop up. That would be gathering information about what it is they're trying to go on, if it's them bidding on something for work, or them trying to push a new product out there, gathering information of what revenues or what streams they want to go through to be able to get that done. An important one I'd say is identifying the end goal, what it is you're actually wanting to achieve from this, and the best course of action to go get that done. Then I'd say, you can look at alternative methods of getting that same goal done or achieving the same goal that you're wanting to achieve, to, just look at other avenues of determining that. Then I'd say you can possibly, like, maybe best way of wording it, weigh your pros and cons to see, as far as the pros go, how those are going to work out best for your company, and the cons, how is this going to possibly hurt us or, not place us in the best place that we would like to be in. And then from there, choosing a path and going down that path to achieve what it is you're setting out to do. To me, I think that decision making is an important part of a management's job, because in companies that I've worked for in the past, I've had that issue with management to where you just want them to make a decision. Whether it turned out to be the best one or not, it's neither here nor there. It's to be able to make a decision. And I think that weighs a lot on a company, being able to have leaders in position that they are able to actually make an effective decision, or a sound one based off of provided data, information, their professional know-how, because that is a skill that they've learned, that they've acquired over however long they've been in that role. So to me, that's what decision making in a business kind of means to me, and management plays a huge role in that, and being able to convey that on down and upwards, down towards the more hands-on workers, developers, researchers, analysts, things like that, to get them to understand what they need to do as far as their roles go, as well as being able to compute that to a higher level of management, up to the senior leaders or CEOs or whatever, and break it down to them to where they understand it, because the people think, oh, they're CEOs, CFOs, whatever, that they understand all this, and that's not necessarily always the case. It's they understand the broad scheme of it, but they need it to be broken down into layman's terms, kind of like the analysts and the other lower end of the spectrum, to where it makes sense to them, so that way they can spin it with their expertise as well as with the analysts and the workers or whatever, to where they can spin it with their expertise and make all these pieces of these puzzles to fit together. So being able to produce that, to me, in my opinion, is what decision making is all about. For everybody to be on one page. So I guess overall it's kind of like being a project manager of a whole corporation, so to speak. You assign pieces of the puzzle to everybody, you come up with these schemes, you oversee the workload, who's doing what, where it's supposed to be, what deadlines are being made, what's not taking place. Okay, how do we need to rearrange this or fix this to where we can get back on this time schedule, things of that nature. And that's my time. Thank you